Hello, YouTube viewers. This is your chosen, or you are chosen, whichever you prefer. So let's get right into it. This beautiful lady right here that you see on my screen, her name is Tiffany Curry, and she's an internet sensation on social media. It's gonna go fast. Sorry, I could not wait to jump into this commentary because when I saw on another reactions page of Nika discussing her, questioning her about do she ever cook her kids home cooked meals. I had to jump right into it. When I saw Tiffany Curry, I see the strength that she has in her. I mean, it's immaculate. The strength that she put into her kids. She is no by any means lazy. And I think that it's not how she act, it's not the question itself, but probably how she acts. And we know Miss Nika right here is not really good with her vocabulary. You missed the whole opportunity of probably even doing a video with this lady because of how you feel. Now, I'm going to tell you something right now, guys. And we all know, us reactors know how this lady could be. She has a jealousy alarm when it comes down to women. We all know that, okay? We all know that she could be a little catty when it comes down to women, okay? But she'll let men get a full-blown pass in everything that they do. But women, she is in competition with. Now, I like Miss Tiffany Curry because I like her strength as a mother. I like her strength as a person. She is funny. She is beautiful. She takes care of her children. And I think, don't quote me on this, but she flips houses. And the houses are beautiful. Her home is beautiful. Her kids are beautiful. She's just overall amazing to watch, okay? I am a supporter of hers. I do watch her. I do comment under her pages sometimes. But I do enjoy watching her stuff. And I'm going to say this. You, Nika, block so many blessings your way if you even asked her that question. Because it's a way of how you can ask things. I am a family of 10. How do you do it? How do you get the energy? You never know if that lady could have put you on to, what's her skills, what's her trick of the trade. Asking her if she cooks home cooked meals. Girl, you know what? I think what it is, and I'm going to dive right into it, okay, is that she wants that to be her. That was supposed to be her. And let's be real. Let's be real. This was supposed to be, you were viral, but for not the right reasons. And people continue to tell you that you went viral, but not for the right reasons. This lady is viral for all the right reasons. Now, a lot of people may not agree because there are a lot of disagreements when it comes down to the fact of what she's feeding her kids. Nonetheless, they're getting fed. Nonetheless, she says in her videos, I would feed my kids before would feed myself. Do we see that with this lady right here? We do not. And I am by any means, this is a disclaimer. This is not an attack on the creators, but to be informed and be informative. This is entertainment purposes only. I am not comparing apples and oranges, because we're not. But what I'm trying to say is there would never be a comparison. There is not a better or a worse, I would say. I just would say it's a difference. A huge difference. See, she can go get food from restaurants or whatever. She doesn't have to sneak in her car and eat it. She can get it for her kids, and her kids have got an equal amount of food. If they want snacks or whatever, if they're still hungry, I'm pretty sure they could get whatever they need to get from the fridge. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have a problem whipping up something. She's not complaining. She's a doer. And that's a mother. Now, I'm not saying this lady right here is not a mother. But this lady that I showed y'all in the first clip is a mom. She takes care of business. Even me, who has no children at all, is just like, how do you do it? Where do you get the energy from? It's a way that Nika could word things, but she doesn't word them correctly, which gonna take you from having certain opportunities away from you. If you don't know how to vocally, uh, challenge yourself or vocalize what you mean, because how you say things and the way that you say it can dictate what's gonna come back at you. Now, seeing that video of her saying what she said, I agree. It's not. It's not how you say it. It's not what you say, but maybe how you're saying it. Maybe you could have said, how do you do it? How do you get the energy? I've got 10, I'm a household of 10, whatever. We already established that. There's things in this lady's life that needs a lot of improvement, especially when it comes to her own life. And I'm going to say this. You do not have to, and Anika likes to mention this too, if you're not a mother, you do not have a place to say or speak, but you do if you are nurturing. You do if you see something that's not right, you say something. You do have those rights. You do if you got a mother that's been good to you and you see that there's a difference. You do have a right to speak on it. You don't have to be a mother to be empathetic. You don't have to be a mother to be understanding. These are things that, I'm sorry, you are lacking. Because if you had empathy, if you had sympathy, then you would have done better. See, the problem is Tiffany Curry is what she wanted her career to be. Let's be clear. It's what she wanted to be. Now, this lady, Tiffany Curry, she does have fans, and she does got people that set certain tones and different opinions. That's just life. Not everybody is going to be in agreement to her. But the main objective of is that a lot of people are. So we're gonna go back to Nika says you have to be a mother to be understanding or to say something, but you don't. And here's why. Because we see the difference every single day. I can see one mother that does different from another who has less kids. I can, or has more kids, and I can surely say that person is there for their kids a lot more. Again, I am not here to compare apples and oranges. I am not here to compare anybody. I'm just here to say it could be better. And I also wanted to mention, if you within yourself are battling, we're talking about on the physical aspects of certain stuff. Your vocabulary needs to be corrected. Your reading needs to be corrected. You need to go back to school for something. So the point that I'm trying to mention is, if you are not right within, how are your kids going to be right within if you have not fixed you? The thing that we're seeing right here is a woman who was young, who had kids by a man that they thought would stay with them. Just didn't happen. And now they have these kids. And now they are growing up. wanting the things that they didn't get with when they were younger. They have the enough money to get it, but the money comes from the kids. So they're putting it into themselves, which leaves the kids to lack. This is what we've been trying to explain to you. But because you are incompetent and mentally of not being able to get it, it's talking to a brick wall. I have videos here and have done videos and talking and discussing Nika, but I had to stop because you know what? It gets nowhere. The whole thing is so challenging because the only time that she wants to prove something is when you say something about a certain situation. Then it's where I have to prove that Leah's having a good birthday. I have to prove but the other kids still lack. So where it's like it's but much a person could talk and talk and keep talking about the same stuff. You gonna be running like it's a marathon. And me personally, I'm putting time to something else. Because it's beating a dead horse trying to get this lady to understand that when you are lacking in your own life and you've lacked in your own life, the money that's given to you in her mind, it's mine because it's mine. It's not mine because I have these kids. It's mine because I'm the adult and they're the kids. The kids need more. The kids require more. I mean, I'm just saying, everybody's talking, everybody's trying to get you to understand what you're lacking in. You don't have to prove, you just need to continue to show and do better and have empathy and do right. They are, and again, and I said it in my last video, a reflection of who you are. And they get out into this world being that reflection. Now, I am not a mother, but I can tell you that's the truth because I am a reflection of who raised me. You don't gotta be a rocket. You do not have to be a mother. You don't know. It does not take rocket science for you to have the brain capacity to understand these things. It's all logical. You're logically thinking, and because you cannot logically think, there is something wrong with you there. You're lacking something within you that you need fixing. Maybe you need to go to therapy. Maybe you need to take a course in parenting. Maybe you need to take a course in education, or you need to do something because there's lack thereof of some things that where people are telling you it's not about how you're doing and what you're doing for the kids. It's that you can't process when to do it. Something has to be said in order to move you. You won't move, you'll move in the direction of what you want to do. When you have kids, don't we all have the understanding that it's not about you no more, it's about the kids. It's not about you no more, it's about the kids. It's not about you, it's about the kids. So you're going to lack thereof certain things. You're going to lack thereof some clothing. You're going to lack thereof certain shoes. You're going to lack thereof of certain things because you have to give to something that you created. But my question to her is that if it was hard all those times, why did you continue for it to be a thing? The checks is not for you. The food stamps is not for you alone. It's for the kids. It's to provide and make sure that they have everything they want. Why does DSS or DC, whatever, however you say it, why do they have to step in order for you to take accountability and do what you need to do? Why do they have to step in order for you to get a table? Why couldn't you go to Walmart like you're always going to Walmart, or you always going to Dollar General and getting a simple table for them to sit on? But you would never sit on the floor. This is what people are trying to understand. You do what you would never want done to you, but you're doing it to the kids. It's not something inside of you that's saying that I have to build and be a better person so that my kids could grow up and be something in this life to be better than mommy. But it's you kind of deteriorating them down. And we're seeing these things. And these clips that I'm watching for other YouTube mommies and reactors, not YouTube mommies, excuse me, YouTube reactors, and just seeing the clips of Aaliyah's face, it's just, she's got a lot to say, but she's keeping her mouth closed. And you could just tell inside, it's just built in there. There's no privacy with you or with your kids. And I'm not saying this because you're a YouTube mother, but there's no privacy. If you knew that you were doing the right things, then why did it have to be televised for us to see that you did your daughter right? There was no privacy. And you could tell looking at Leah's face, it's embarrassing that you have to record and show what you are giving and doing for people to think differently. Why do you care if you feel you're doing your best? Why did you care? Because you know deep down inside it isn't your best. You are not alone, but you are living like you alone. But you are not alone. You think that the laundromat is paying your mortgage or could pay anybody's mortgage or anybody's gas or anybody's rent or anybody's groceries? Let's be honest. You're probably getting minimum wage. What's minimum wage in South Carolina, Sumter? What's that, $10, $12? You ain't filling no truck full of gas on no 12 something, 10 something, 6 something an hour. But imagine if you had something different. If you had a 9 to 5, you wouldn't be able to cut it. To me, you're doing this because you get to wash your kids' clothes for free. You don't get to pay a dime. You get to do it for free. And if you don't pay for free, you're using the detergents that they got for free. You're not using your own. So you working there because you're getting something out of it at the end of the day. But I'm here to say there are people who have 9 to 5 jobs, have children, and doing it. So I'm confused. If you felt like you was doing your best, then you wouldn't have to prove to these reactors that you are doing your best. You would continue to do what you've been doing. You wouldn't care. But you know within that's not enough. Pizza is not bread and cheese and sauce. That's not enough. And another video I seen a reactor post that Sai has not eaten in 2 days. So then you choose food for her to eat. Then you give her soups. Then you implement what she may not want to eat. You gonna sit here and not let her eat? I'm confused. Let me not use big words because I'm pretty sure she doesn't know what implement means or improvise means. You don't let your children go hungry because they're not eating. That's what kids do. They may not eat everything. Their taste buds is different. They may not eat everything that you're eating as the adult or how the other kids are eating. So then you switch it to something else that you will eat. You just don't say, oh, don't eat nothing. Just give her a bottle of milk and that's it. Because this is how you make your kids sick. This is how kids get sick. This is how where's the veggies in all these meals? Where's the grapes and watermelon and fruit cutting up and giving it to them with every snack? Don't kids have a snack in between meals? You're snacking in between meals when you're going to these restaurants. Do you think I'm just gonna jump into what I feel real quick. Do you think that because you are a mother of 10, that you need more energy than your kids? I mean, I just want to know. That's the question. Do you eat as an energy source? Because certain foods is not an energy source. Certain drinks is not really an energy source. It's for the then and the now, and that's why when you drink these rock star drinks, you have energy for the day, but then towards the end of the day, you don't have enough energy to cook because it's only for that day and time, and it wears off, and you have to keep getting addicted to these energy drinks. That's how they get you addicted, because you're gonna need it and need it and need it, because it sets in. It's made out of sugar and shit, and it's only sets in for a little bit. So towards the end of the day, you'll end up crashing because the caffeine and stuff that's and sugar that's in it. So you crashing towards the end of the day, and then you cannot cook for them the right way. So why don't you buy fruits and vegetables and change it up so that you and the kids can have energy, so that the kids can help you too. Make it a win-win situation. But we're trying to tell you what to do, how to do it, what foods would be better for which, how to include and incorporate different foods in their lives, and you're still doing whatever you want to do. Okay, fine. But don't act, if you're gonna do that, do not act like I need the Mom of the Year award. Don't act that I am getting excluded from the Mom of the Year award when there are mothers, not me, not me, but there are real mothers out there who are comments, giving you commentary, giving you reactions, and telling you what to do, how you could do it, switch it up. If you're gonna make a stew beef, put some carrots, put some potatoes in it, put some string beans in it, thicken it up. Don't make it so watery. Put some flour in it. You see it, but you watching the bad stuff. You would rather hear what people are talking about you in these streets. But you don't want to see the other stuff. You don't want to listen to the other stuff. The good, positive things that people have to say about you. That's trying to tell you what you could add into your roast. What you can add on the side for these kids' meals, so that maybe you won't feel so tired, and the kids could get energy too. And where you are lacking up, they can pick up too. Your kids are at a certain age now where they should be able to pick up after themselves. But I'm going to tell you this. If they have not been taught that at a young age to do so, then they're not going to do it. You got teenagers. We're not saying let them do everything and take the role of you. We're saying let them pick up after themselves if they can. Turn these girls they are to be turned into women. Turn these boys that you have and raise them to be men, to be able to treat women right in the future. Because all you are going to raise is women who are going to have men problems in the future, men who are not going to learn how to love a woman, but to use her, and possibly not even want to be with a black woman because of their black mother. You are supposed to be setting the bar higher than what your bar is. You are not. You're setting it lower and lower and lower. And as low, and you want them as low as they can be, even if they are equal to you or beneath you. And this is what people are trying to say. You are not setting the bar high enough for them, not for you. For them. So they could grow up into society and do right, not hurting anybody else's kids, not hurting themselves, not being a statistic in their life. To grow up, to set the bar to be better. That's all. Isn't that what motherhood is? To set the bar from you. You may think you are up there, but hey, I want you to be higher than me. But I'm here to say, Miss Nika, you are not even high. You are not even middle ground. And you are setting a bar for them that they cannot even be above you because of your fears in competition with your own kids. And that is dangerous. That does not make you a really good mother. You say you love them when you feed them. That's not that's not loving them. You feeding them is to survive, is so that they can survive. It's not love. And you threaten with food, and you threaten to take away food and take away this from them when you are supposed to be their caregiver, their caretaker, their responsibility. I know people that got dogs, that dogs get fed and cats get fed and taken care of way better than your children. No disrespect, but it's true. I know people that take care of their pets and love their pets way better than you are taking care of and loving your children. So are you truly setting the bar for them to make it into the future to do something good? But like I said before, I do not put no demise on anybody's kids. I'm hoping that these kids could grow up and see that their living environment was not the best and for them to do better because that's what they actually want to do. Because it does happen. It can happen where people grow up poor and they become better than their parents. Much, much better. It happens. Where they don't they breaking those chains of what happened to them. Everything that has went on with Miss Nika, you carried it on to your children unconsciously, unwillingly, unknowingly. You do it without even realizing, I don't think, that you are still doing what they have done to you just because of get back. That's not how you get back at those people. You know how you get back at your grandma and your mother? You get back at those people by doing way better than they were doing. That's how you get back at them. You don't get back at them by setting a bar and telling and mistreating your kids the same way you felt you were mistreated. No. That's not how you win. But you didn't have anybody to raise you, to show you, and teach you that. You don't try to educate yourself outside of what you already know. So you stay in what is it called, in a darkness of misinformed information, because you don't even try to self-teach yourself to think higher than that, to put yourself conscious on a different frequency and wavelength. You don't try to be better. You implement what's been happening to you, and you incorporate that with your own kids. And people are trying to show you that ain't the way, sister girl. You don't got to be a mother to realize that there is something mentally blocking you from seeing what everybody else is seeing. Not one, but there are so many reactor mommies that I'm finding that are talking about you and discussing you and trying to get it in your head. This ain't the way. You could have had a friend in Tiffany Curry had you sat there and talked to her nice. Maybe y'all could have collabed with each other and y'all kids could have met. That would have been something nice to see. But you are so catty and petty, your body and your spirit won't even let you do that. I had to quickly jump on here and discuss that because a mommy reactor that I watch and I like, and I sometimes comment under her, she was discussing, and I couldn't believe that you even mentioned her. The nerve of you. Of a lady that looks like she's tired, but she still makes sure that they good and make sure other people are good. Make sure you good first before you jump into somebody's inbox like that. Do they cook home cooked meal? Do you cook home cooked meals for them every day? Do you? Or is it pizza, Caesar's pizza, pizza, pizza? Literally, pizza, pizza, pizza. Every day as a snack. We don't see you cutting up melon, strawberries, fruit. You don't have a bowl of mixed fruit that you could take out the refrigerator and let them pick out for themselves. You don't have that. So before you you try to jump on my homegirl, this beautiful lady who's taking care of her kids, before you jump on her, are you straight? Are you non-see-through? Like, what's going on here? Anyway, that's my time. This is your chosen or you are chosen. You know, whichever you prefer, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please comment. I would really like if you guys comment and let me know your opinions. And please like, because that'll help me. I'm a new YouTuber, influencer, and I am just trying to get my feet wet in different things. I don't talk about one thing. I talk about everything. So please support me if you can. Take care, guys. Bye.